Ricciardo crowned an F1 dais for the sixth period front of Valtteri Bottas for Mercedes and Ferrari's Kimi Räikkönen, in a angry league lead Sebastian Vettel behind in 8th location. I don't appear to win dull races. How was sudden, acknowledged Ricciardo. The Australia came during protocol of start of the behind of the mesh following an motor fail in a experience meeting, and just a heroic force by the Red Ox crew got his car prepared for qualification wherever he completed 6th fastest. It was his crew who as well took complete benefit of a security car on lap 33 of 56 in Shanghai following Toro Rosso teammates Brandon Hartley and Pierre Gasly entangle, outgoing wreckage on the path. Verstappen mistakes, they corroded both of him and Max Verstappen for more recent rubber, and while the racing restarted it was a issue of that of them could problem the front line fleeing Ferrari and Mercedes teams. Verstappen of 4 looked the superior rate, but the youthful Dutchman ran off the path in hard to surpass Lewis Hamilton for tertiary and later collided in Vettel, receive a 10 other fine. How price him any opportunity of a dais? I wonder he misjudged it and discredited both of our results, Vettel told of the taken surpass. Thou include these things in reason, added the Deutsche, who is auctioned for a 5-planet name and won the Discovery 2 races of the time of year. By difference, Ricciardo stored his poise, setting in magnificent passing moves on Hamilton and later Bottas to get a conduct he never relinquished. Ruling defend Hamilton in 4 at low close the gap on Vettel to fair 9 points at the top of the league table, but he was unfortunate in his productivity in qualification and for the racing. Day yesterday and present include been a calamity for us, he said Sky Sport. We were fair not nice quite, crew lug Toto Wolff acknowledged, but Mercedes does conduct Ferrari by a solitary spot in the Constructors' League. Vettel previous lead Ferrari ace Vettel led of polar stance and looked set for a convenient win before Mercedes stretched in other placed Bottas for an overchanging of rubber that leftward the finish in the conduct. Red Ox had been the at first crew to do an undercutting go in and try to raise Verstappen of tertiary and Ricciardo of 6, running a hard dual pit halt to improvement. While the Toro Rossos collided they were the fast to respond once again, in else dual changing to offer their drivers the opportunity of win, that Ricciardo captured in both of hands. All his early wins in F1 include go of external the top 3 in qualification, emphasizing his repute as the largest completed bystander in the kind of sports. One day I knew we had the step, I was not departure to let it slide, Ricciardo said the position race click meeting. In Vettel's car corrupt, it leftward the prospect for couple time defend Fernando Alonso to surpass him for 7 in his McLaren, time 1 location front in 6 was Germany's Nico Hülkenberg for Renault. The F1 chain now moves on to Baku in Azerbaijan for the 4 circle, a racing won by Ricciardo recent year of 10th on the mesh and noticeable for a war of speech among Hamilton and Vettel following a clash.